Asantehene Otumfuo Seitu II is joining royalty from across the world for the coronation of King Charles III in the United Kingdom. Otumfuo and his spouse, Lady Julia, were received at the Buckingham Palace, where they had a private audience with the king ahead of the coronation. Monarchical historian teacher Safo Kantanka says the events in the UK will solidify the relations between the two kingdoms as well as the two countries. Nana Boachi Adam has more.
The Asantehene departed Kumasi to the United Kingdom for the coronation of King Charles III on Wednesday. King Charles will be crowned alongside Camilla, Queen Consort, at a ceremony at Westminster Abbey conducted by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Royalty from around the world is expected to be in attendance, including the Asantehene Otumfuo Seitu II and his wife Lady Julia. Teacher Safo Kantanka, a cultural historian at the Menshia Palace, highlights the relationship between the Asante Kingdom and the United Kingdom.
So, in the first place, both are kingdoms, but the relationship has been something of bitter and sweet. Bitter in the days when the Ashantis were fighting seriously against the British. It is believed that they have fought the British for well over 100 years. That is when they were a kingdom of their own in Africa, before the Europeans settled for partitioning Africa. And at a time when the Europeans were trying to partition Africa and share it among themselves, there was one nation called the Asante Kingdom that never gave in. And they fought a number of wars with the British, in some cases even defeated the British. It is believed they fought the British. 7 major wars was fought between the Ashantis and the British, of which the Ashantis won 3 and the British 4. Even the 4, the Ashantis believe that the last one, which was the Asantehene War, was still won by the Ashantis, because the aim of the war was for the British to capture the Golden Stool, which they were unable to capture, although they defeated the Ashantis in the battle or in the war. But the very aim of the war went in favor of the Ashantis, because the British never got the Golden Stool.
According to teacher Kantanka, the relationship between both kingdoms improved after several decades of war.
I think so, because when somebody has given you a tough time, even if you win, you tend to respect that person. So the respect given to the Ashantis, it's somehow due to the very tough time they gave the British. Ashanti history has been woven into the British one, and vice versa. So you cannot mention the British Kingdom's history without Asante coming in. And you cannot mention Ashanti Kingdom's history without Britain coming in. So anytime they go back to their books, they are reminded that there is a nation which has been bounded to them for very many years, in which case every invitation they decide to give to people, they include the Ashanti people.
The Asantehene's representation at the coronation of King Charles is to solidify the bilateral relations of both kingdoms.
Whatever is going to take place there is taking place for the benefit of Ghana, led by the Ashanti King.
So finally, the Asantehene Otumfuo Seitu II and his spouse, Lady Julia, arrived at the Buckingham Palace. The Asantehene and his spouse had a private audience with the king ahead of his coronation. The Asantehene is expected to return in 2 weeks' time after further strengthening the bilateral relations of both kingdoms, i.e. the Ashanti Kingdom and the United Kingdom. For JoyNews, my name is Nana Boachi Adam.